Hi, Frank. Chris Wilder just said that Chelsea, Man City and Liverpool are the top 3 teams in the country heading into tomorrow's game. Will you watch it and feel like you have, what it takes over the course of the season to match those two sides?
Well, I watch the game tomorrow, but we have to prove ourselves because the gap's been too big for 2 or 3 seasons now through the great consistency of 2 of the best club teams in world football and in the modern era of the Premier League. So we have to understand where we're at and we have to stay humble about that. So we're in a nice moment this weekend. It's nice of Chris to say that. I think we played very well today, so that's fresh in all our minds. But can we reproduce that regularly? That's our next the next question of us. So I won't get too far and too carried away, but I'll enjoy watching 2 fantastic teams tomorrow.
Hi, Frank. Just following that one up a little bit, you said kind of like you were, some people thought that perhaps too soon that the players weren't gelling well or the performances weren't good enough, but you think it sort of is ahead of schedule now because it feels like it has gelled to a certain extent?
I don't know what the schedule is my thing. I never had a schedule. We lacked a pre-season. We had some injuries. So I never set a target of the first 1, 2, 3 international breaks. I just wanted to be able to work and get to a good level as soon as I came where I felt like the players would be understanding what I want, what the staff want, and to understand each other. And that's never an easy one to absolutely pinpoint before you start that process. So I think we're in a pretty good place. We may have dropped some points because we've been working in real time, in real game. But that's by the by. A lot of teams will say that this season, the way the season's panned out. So we just have to keep working. And, we should take confidence from today because it was a really good performance against a very difficult team to play against. But every game will bring us a new challenge. So there's a long way to go before we can really elevate ourselves. We have that to prove. So let's see.
Okay, last 2, James Watson and then Mark Owen to finish.
Hi, Frank. You're obviously part of Chelsea's greatest sides, greatest successes. You know what it takes to be a success at Chelsea as a player. I wonder, does that inform your decision-making when you were building this team this summer, when you're putting it together?
Not really, because I see every era as different. And I think I was lucky enough to be part of great squads here, and there are a lot of moving parts to it. And I think I'll be wrong to try and rely back onto what I saw in my era 10, 15 years ago, unfortunately, to what we need now. And, you work with the players. I just saw last year we had a long run at looking at the squad and looking for areas to improve. And it's not just me, it's obviously a joint up effort of the club to recruit in the right way and to keep working to improve. I think we've recruited well. Some of those players are young. There's a lot of uplift hopefully in them that might not just be overnight. But we just need to keep working. What we have seemed to have brought in, particularly in the spine of the team and the back end of the team, is personality and players that have come in and performing and they're rubbing off on others, which of course any era, any top team needs.
Last question, Mark Owen.
Hi, Frank. Thiago, I think he was your 14th different player this season to score a goal, and he seems to be getting a lot of goals from set pieces this season. Is this something you've specifically worked on to try and up your rate of scoring from corners and things?
Yeah, it is something, Mark, that we've worked on. And last year we weren't happy that we conceded too many goals from set pieces in games, and they're a crucial part of the modern game, and they probably always have been, but seemingly so now with teams with blocks and plans to score or stop you scoring. And we looked at it over the course of the off-season. The personnel has certainly helped. We are bigger, we're more aggressive naturally through the personnel that have been in the team in the early parts of the season. The lads have shown focus in the work that we want to do on the training pitch with them, and we're spending enough time on that. But the players have to act upon that, and there's a nice mentality about them about trying to be as good as we can be with that. And it shows you today how important they are, because they make the game comfortable when, even though we play well, it could have been not so comfortable. So I'm very happy with the set piece goals.
Okay, thanks everyone.